Hello again. This is Monica Pitts, and welcome to Marketing with Purpose. I'm really excited because I feel some momentum about this nonprofit stuff that we're doing right now. I'm really excited because we have people downloading our new offering, which is 14 tech easy ideas to run an online fundraiser. And it was really fun making it because I got to talk to a lot of different nonprofits about what they've been doing, and I pulled all their ideas together. So, if you're short on time or tech or creativity, you can go through it and hopefully find something that, you can really latch on to and do for your own organization. Now, today, what I'm going to talk about is tips to run an online fundraiser on a super low budget. Now, there's some of our clients that we help run their online fundraisers, and obviously they have a budget because they can hire somebody like us. And then there's others where we advise them and we help them put something together that they can spin out quickly and super cost effectively. Now, some of these tricks are marketing tricks, and others of them are just really, really inexpensive ways to get the functionality you need to run an online fundraiser. So, I'm going to tell you some of the tricks that we use to help them get that done without breaking the bank. Now, before I dig into all that money saving goodness, I want to remind you to check out this episode's goodie bag at podcast.maycreate.com. For every episode we do, Katie makes a party favor just for you, and she includes links to the websites and services we've talked about in the episode. And this particular episode will also be linked to a nicely formatted blog post so you can get an easy list of these tips to put into play.
If you're a natural-born marketer, you're one lucky son of a gun. If you're like most people, marketing, especially online marketing, is about as appealing as standing in a police lineup. The May Create team of creatives has transformed websites and digital marketing from craptastic to fantastic since 2005. Our podcast, Marketing with Purpose, makes sense of marketing so you can make purposeful decisions instead of carrying on with the same old crap you've been doing. And now your host, Monica Pitts, founder of May Create, with another episode on how to make your marketing not suck.
So, my tips today fall into two buckets. The first bucket is cost-effective marketing tips, and then the second bucket is functionality tips, cost-effective platforms or ways that you can run your event online. And really, all of these things make me really, really excited because if you know me, you know that I love a deal. I love shopping at thrift stores and secondhand stores and just garage sailing and finding this like value, this diamond in the rough. And so in my business, I'm always trying to find these awesome services that people are sometimes literally giving away for free. So that way I can pass them along to my clients and, just spread the love around. So I feel like all of these are kind of like a coupon. Now, I'm going to start with marketing. I'm going to give you 3 marketing tips right now. We're going to start with the first one, which is lean into your current assets. Now, I know that you have heard me talk about this before, but let's go over it again just really, really quickly. Marketing assets are any of the things you have access to within your organization that allow you to build reach. They allow you to connect with people and contact them and make friends, build relationships. And so there are so many different assets that we have that we don't even think about. So when we are planning an event and we don't have a lot of money to put into it, we need to use the assets that we already have. So, for example, if you have a great Facebook following or a list of mailing addresses or phone numbers or email addresses, those are things that you would use in your marketing to promote your event. Because building new assets takes time, and time, let's face it, is money. How many times have you heard that in your life, right? So you're going to use the things that you have. One of the things that I really want to encourage you to do is think through how you could build those assets into more assets while you're doing this fundraiser. So, for example, let's say that all you have are phone numbers of your donors. So, you're going to have to call people. That's what it is because that's what you got, right? So, you're going to call people. Now, as you have these conversations with them, talking to them about the event and asking them to give, also ask them for their email address or ask them to follow you on Facebook. Ask them for their mailing address. And all of those things can be cross promoted from one to another. But when you are trying to run an online fundraiser on a super low budget, lean into your current assets. I know that you feel like because you're doing this online, you have to have online marketing assets to do it. But the reality is, you don't. You can use the assets that you have and ask people to go online and give. If you have to, I'm not even kidding. You can sit with them step by step on the phone. You can get into a Zoom meeting with them and you can show them how to give if your audience is, really not certain or uncomfortable or uneducated about how your system works. But you don't have to have online marketing assets to run an online giving campaign. You need to use the ones that you have if you have a limited budget and you don't have time to build more or promote or put money into it to be able to build it up. Okay, so we're going to lean into our current assets. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to find some free creative assets. One of my favorite online services is Canva. I was actually just in Canva today building my little pictures that I put up for my Facebook Lives. And if you don't know about my Facebook Lives, we're doing a series of Facebook Lives where I'm interviewing people who have run successful online fundraisers. And they're really fun. These people are so incredibly smart, and I'm very excited to talk to them because I like them so much, but also because they can share their stories with you, and then you can understand how they achieved such awesomeness, right? So, whenever I'm going to go in and make my little Facebook Live graphic, I go into Canva. So, Canva is an online image editor or graphic design tool, I should say. You can also put an app on your phone and use it that way. There's a free plan, so you can start off there. And within that free plan, you can also use their free templates. So they have different templates for anything from posters to Facebook posts. So there's so many cool templates out there. You can change the colors, you can put in new pictures. They even have these nice templates for like your text. So if you're not sure how you want to format the words, you can look through this library of ways to format your text, and then you just click on it and drag it over onto your canvas and edit the words in there. So you can make things that look very professional for free. And whenever you're done with it, you just download it and then use it for whatever you're going to do. So this is a super, super awesome way to be able to create very professional looking graphics and use them to promote your online fundraiser. So use Canva templates for your creative assets. The third marketing trick that is totally free is a MailChimp account. Email marketing is one of the highest converting mediums, if not the highest converting medium for any of my clients that are doing online fundraising. Obviously, picking up the phone and asking people in person is way higher converting than email. However, that personal ask that you can create in an email is, it's priceless. It's not just some Facebook posts that you made to everybody. They feel like they're being spoken to individually. And you can personalize the emails using MailChimp. You can put in their first name at the beginning. You can put their name in the subject line. There's so many different things that you can do with this free account. So an email list up to 2,500 subscribers is completely free. You just upload your list, make your email, and send it. And also, MailChimp has free templates in there too, so that you can use those and make sure that your campaign looks professional and polished. And It's just a super great service. We use it for all of our clients. I absolutely love it. And most of our clients, believe it or not, they're on that free account because they don't need more than 2,500 subscribers. So the third tip, set up that free MailChimp account. And I know I said I was only going to tell you 3, but I mean, I feel like I left out a big one here, which is obviously post about your stuff on Facebook. So, your fourth bonus tip is when you're going to do your fundraiser, obviously, you're going to post about your fundraiser on Facebook. You can create an event on Facebook and invite people to it. You can also do Facebook Lives to promote your fundraiser. And while you're doing it, you can do Facebook Lives to promote it. And for those of you who don't know what a Facebook Live is, whenever you're looking at your Facebook app, if you see that little live button with the camera next to it, that's what it is. You click on it. It's super easy. You just grant access to your camera and then you're talking and you're live. And those actually get pushed out a lot better than your average posts on Facebook. They can go really far and you can meet a lot of people that way. And then last but not least, I would definitely switch out your cover image up at the top, the big banner image. Switch that out whenever you're doing your fundraiser and when you're promoting it, because that shows up also in people's news feeds. And I see a lot of people interacting really well with those. So there's definitely some tricks in social media that you can do also for free to promote your fundraiser. So let's go over those again. Remember, these are our marketing tips to run your fundraiser on a super low budget. You're going to lean into your current assets and you're going to use what you've got. So if you don't have a Facebook page, you're not going to use Facebook right now. You're going to use the ways that you can contact people to contact people. And also, you're going to use your free Canva templates for your creative assets. If you're doing a new fundraiser and you don't have any creative stuff for it, you don't have any flyers from last year that you can reuse, then go on out there, set up your free Canva account and set up some really nice professional looking marketing materials. And then you're going to set up a free MailChimp account. So that way you can email out everybody on your list if you have a list of emails. And then last but not least, if you do have a Facebook following, definitely go out to Facebook, do some Facebook Lives, and then switch out your cover image and obviously post about your event on Facebook. Okay, so those are my low budget marketing tips. Now, let's think a little bit about the actual doing of the event, right? Because it's not just the promoting of the event that costs money, it's the physical running of the event that can cost so much money. So I have 3 tips here, but we saw what happened with the marketing tips. I did 3 tips and then I was like, whoa, I have an extra one as I got going. So, maybe I'll think of something extra along the way. But the first tip I have is really check the credit card fees. So the different credit card processors will make you pay different amounts for different types of cards in some instances, or if you don't sign up for it and get approved as a nonprofit, then you will pay higher credit card fees. So definitely look and see if there's ways that you can cut costs by not having that big credit card fee from your online donations. I know both Stripe and PayPal offer nonprofit rates, but you do have to go through a process to get approved. So you want to do this ahead of time. You can't just, boom, I'm going to just set up my Stripe account today and I'm going to start getting donations tomorrow. Nope, that's not how it works. You could do that, but you're not going to get the nonprofit rates. So definitely take your time, set that thing up. And also know that Facebook allows you to gather donations for free. They do not charge any credit card processing fees, which is crazy, right? Now, there is a drawback to doing this through Facebook, though. So when you do it through Facebook, you may not get all of the donor data. Facebook allows people to opt out of whether they share their donor data with you. And so for some people, you're going to know who they are and their contact information. And for other people, you're not going to know anything. That it's just such a tough one. Definitely weigh out the pros and cons. Building relationships with people is so incredibly important that it seems like you're losing so much whenever you don't get that information from Facebook, While on the other hand, the credit card fees are going to be potentially expensive. So really think through how many people you think are going to be donating, and then, I usually put it into a spreadsheet and kind of run the math and make myself really look at the numbers and see where my cost benefit is. So my second tip is for those of you who are doing a little bit more robust event. It's not just a virtual lemonade stand or a fun, catchy idea where you're asking people to donate. You might actually be hosting an event. And if you're hosting an online event, you're going to need a way for people to sign up. And some services have the sign up and the event hosting all rolled into one with the marketing, and that is just very, very slick. But those things cost money, right? So we can use free services to allow people to sign up. For example, you can use SurveyMonkey to allow people to sign up. And SurveyMonkey also does allow you to accept payments. You would need to set up a Stripe account and get the two accounts talking, but you can have people sign up through Stripe for free and process the payments. And then you can go out and download the registration data from SurveyMonkey. Google Forms is another free service, and it does not allow people to pay online, but you can allow people to sign up. And I've actually seen now, Google Forms doesn't just stop with sign up, right? You can do so many things with a form. I've seen people use it in their trivia nights to allow people to submit answers to their questions. I've seen people use it to administer surveys after an event. I mean, really, anytime that you need to gather information from people, Google Forms offers a great solution. And I really like how it can talk back and forth with Google Sheets. So that makes it a very, very functional tool, especially if you need real time data. So those two are great free services to allow people to sign up for your event. And you might even be able to use one of them to help provide some functionality during the event as well. Okay, so last but not least, some of these events, you need a face presence in. You need people to be able to see you. So you'll need to use some type of online meetup software. And there's a lot of those out there. A lot of people use Zoom, and Zoom has a free package and you can use it for up to 100 participants. It doesn't come with all the other cool stuff that the other packages come with, but it's definitely an option. Another thing that you could use is StreamYard. Now, StreamYard connects over with Facebook Live, and you can use it to better control that interface and like put people's posts up there and do all kinds of stuff with it, really. I've seen some really cool fundraisers run with this, including one that's a virtual telethon, and it's really cool. So StreamYard is another option you might look into if you need people to see your face. And you might use that in conjunction with a private Facebook group. So let's say that one of the things that you would like to do is create a Facebook group of all of your supporters. So if you need to broadcast live, you can do it on Facebook. But if you don't want everybody to be able to see it, then you'll want to put it inside of a private group. So when you do that, you're actually not only delivering your content and your event online through a free service, you're also building yourself an asset, because then you have all these people that are involved in your group. And groups always perform, all that content performs better than just posting something in a page on Facebook. So those are a couple different ideas that you could use to, get your face out there and talk to people during your event. So really, I feel like the trick to running your online fundraiser on a super low budget is just getting kind of creative with stuff and figuring out how you can put these services together that are free to promote and run your event. Now, it will not be as streamlined as if you go out and you sign up for a service that does it all for you. And I don't sell any of those services, and I won't even refer you to one because I don't personally use them. But I do know that it takes extra time when it's not all integrated. So if you have money, but you don't have time, you're probably going to want to go to an integrated solution. But if you had money, you probably would not be listening to this podcast anyway, right? Because we're talking about how to do things on a super low budget. So with that, definitely lean into your current assets, use what you've got, check out those free Canva templates, set up a free MailChimp account, be really careful with your credit card fees, and maybe consider taking those donations through Facebook because it does not charge you anything. Use free services for sign up like SurveyMonkey and Google Forms. And then, find a free streaming service if you need one. Zoom, StreamYard, or a private Facebook group doing a Facebook Live would all be great solutions to help you produce your online fundraiser on a super low budget. All right. So I feel like I just talked really fast through all of that. Oh, so I'm going to take a deep breath before I let you go and remind you that you can check out this episode's goodie bag out at podcast.maycreate.com, because for every podcast that we produce, Katie makes a party favor just for you, and she includes links to the websites and services that I talk about in the episode. And this particular one will also have a nicely formatted blog post, so that way you can look through it, skim it over like bullet points, and maybe you're a visual learner and it'll help you remember it better. So hop on over there. Your party favor awaits. And also, as I said at the beginning, I am really, really excited about this free resource that we just finished, 14 Tech Easy online fundraising event ideas. And if you are short on time, tech, or creativity, please go out and download this resource. I talked to many nonprofits who are doing super well, and they explained the events that they were doing and shared their success stories with me. And I put them together in this nice resource for you to download. So hopefully you can be inspired and wrap your mind around one of these ideas and put it to work for your organization. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, or maybe you learned a thing or two, consider subscribing or give a quick review wherever you're listening, because I'd really love to hear from you. So thanks again. This is Monica Pitts, and I know you've got so much stuff to do. So go forth and market with purpose.
Thanks again for listening to Marketing with Purpose. Head over to maycreate.com, MAYECREATE.com. Yeah, you heard me right, MAYECreate.com for podcast notes and more resources to grow your business. Don't let your marketing suck. Get your pride on, market with purpose.